Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually this is basically a serious topic. I talk a lot with my girlfriend and stuff, and it is mostly a lot of these like businesses and jobs saying that they're hiring and stuff, but they just keep quiet and everything. Um, it is a very serious issue that's ongoing, and I would say last year in June I lost my job, or I don't know what was, with Burlington and Highland, Indiana. I was put on, taken off, put on, taken off, put on, taken off, and then after that, just completely kicked out of the system and stuff. And I was doing my job. I helped customers. I was putting things up, everything. I was doing my job. Um, and after that, I've been out of work since last year all the way till October of this year. At the beginning of this year, I was getting constant interviews, or just everything was just, how do I say, quiet, blow them off, ghosted, stuff like that. And this is really serious. It's like no one could, as we can say, what am I trying to say? None of us can continue to help ourselves to get like food, clothing, like, the necessities that we need, everything like that. Like, we need food, we need clothing, we need hygiene products, shampoo, soap, conditioners, body wash, whichever. And then businesses like, nope, keep quiet, guys, just keep quiet. And honestly, this is a really ongoing problem. And I think it was about 2 weeks ago, I was at Food for Less getting a couple items. I was right behind this gentleman. The cashier said that they were, how do I say, short-staffed. But the problem there, they had this sign posted outside all through 2022 and 2021 that said now hiring. I did my job application online. I went in, and it's like I was just ghosted. And then another job of mine I do believe it was early this year. It was at Strachan Van Til's. I went for like a clerk, where I could actually clean, do bagging, stuff like that. I got the background check and everything, sent that through them, and then after that, quiet. I did no, I don't do drugs, I don't do, I don't, break the law or anything, but it was just quiet, like pure quiet, and it's just an ongoing problem. Walmart is always overhired, but they won't train anyone, which is a problem. Like, an example is like, do you know how to run a cash register? No? Oh, good luck. Have fun. It's like, that's not what you're supposed to do as a business right there. You can't just expect someone to know something that quickly. Like, I had 3 jobs. One is my seasonal. One was another one I had, which was at Jack's Warehouse, all the way in Cherville, Indiana. I was an attraction attendant there, which was also customer service. I had a couple of years with that. I went up to the cafe in 2016, and I helped customers up there, clean their tables, whichever, talk to them, see whatever they need. Now, honestly, I do not know how to do a cash register just yet. but I even say I'm willing to learn, and that's just a problem. Customers see, potential candidates that are willing get pushed off or blown off, but then you get these other workers that are like, I'm on my phone, don't care, blah blah blah, or don't care about customers, whichever, and that's a huge problem, guys. And honestly, everyone's telling me, "Oh, you gotta find work. You gotta find work." And it's like, I'm trying, very, very hard. In another interview I had, everything went well, and this was at Walgreens on Kennedy Avenue by my house down the street. I had the interview, but my nephew got the job, but then he quits it. What does that tell you about the business system here? It's completely messed up, guys. And honestly, that's not cool. I try and I try and I try and I try constantly. Constantly. But guess what? I get blown off, someone else gets it, they quit, then it's like, what's the point? You're wasting money on those who are just going to quit within a week, maybe 2 weeks or so. This needs to stop, honestly. And honestly, another thing that needs to stop is assessment tests. It's like what you know is right, but what the businesses really want to hear. That really needs to stop too. Because, it's like, I don't want to be rude to customers, but that's what you're trying to say to potential candidates, Like, I want to help the customers. Like, hey, I see you're looking for something, or trouble finding something, whichever. May I help you? If I can, I will do the best of my capabilities. And it's like, that's what a real hard-working person will do. Customer service right there. But then it's like, screw the team, screw the customers, just do your own work. Just blow everything off, do your work. It's like, is there no teamwork anymore? But it's so weird. It baffles my mind. I'm having trouble finding work. My girlfriend had a few things of work, but she got fired. Stupid reasons. I will admit, guys, I do have a learning disability. It takes time for me to learn something new, which is, ADHD. If you are familiar, it's like attention deficit hyper disorder, I do believe. Hopefully I said that correctly. And it's like, I have problems focusing. I have problems, getting things going. Like, I see you doing this. It'll take some time. Please do not rush me. But then you rush a person with said ADHD, and there's going to be a huge problem there. And it's just so frustrating for a lot of us people that are looking for work, willing to do the work, but then it's just like a lot of businesses blow off, push off, ghost, or just say, we're going with other potential candidates. What other potential candidates are there? I mean, there are like criminals that come from different backgrounds or whatever. I looked on Indeed, and there's one like factory down the street, and they only want to hire criminals. What does that tell you about that makes no sense. Or I don't want to work in a factory because you're breathing in like asbestos, metal, gases, which is highly dangerous for your health. So basically on that one, you're slowly killing yourself for money, which is not worth it. And it's just so weird how everything happens. Like I got like regular suit. Well, not really a suit, but more of like, dress shirt, dress pants. I am gonna be getting a haircut later on, so don't worry about that. But I'm always there, up and early. Like I am nervous. Don't get me wrong. I get nervous. It's a normal thing. Humans get nervous. It's like, how can we make a living wage if we can't find a job? And people need to understand, we cannot get work. And people are like, oh, you're making excuses. There's no such thing as a disability. It's like, okay, what world do you come from? Or the best one, you're not trying hard enough. Like, if I'm putting in more applications and saying I'm not trying, you don't really see the big picture here. Closed-minded people are pretty highly selfish and don't see a huge problem. Open-minded people see the problems and it's like, okay, this really needs to be fixed pronto. And I really hope in 2024, possibly early 2024, I could find work. And it's like, I wait and wait and wait. And it's so weird. And as the Burlington and Highland, we're hiring. But then guess what? You're going to discard these hardworking people without saying anything. You're going to kick them out of your system, say nothing, and just cut them off completely. Which is highly bad. I would say, I don't know if that's illegal or not, but honestly, if you're looking for potential candidates, interview them. See what they have. I had 3 jobs. My seasonal Halloween job that you've seen me do G Fuel reviews on. That's my seasonal job. Reaper's Realm Haunted House. I worked there 2013 all the way till now. We, had the pandemic, 2020, 2021, 2022. We were closed. But this year we came back. So it's still 10 years regardless. Jack's Warehouse, my second job. It was part-time, but at least I was doing work. And yes, customer service. I had that from March 13th, 2015, all the way to March 20th, 2020. That's 5 years right there. That's 10, 15, about 16 years when I put Burlington in, even though it was like 6 months there. Like, I was on schedule, off schedule, on schedule, off schedule, like, in late 2021 into 2022. And that's a huge problem right there. And I don't know what it was. I think either poor management, poor supervisors or whatever. I don't know, poor management mostly. I was getting constantly yelled at from the supervisor for not going as fast as I can and blowing customers off. It's like, I'm not trying to blow customers off. I'm trying to help them. What I want to say was, November 2021, I had to help a customer bring their furniture that they bought up to the front, and then I walked it out with the customer. I did what is needed of my job description. Aside from like scanning boxes, opening boxes, breaking boxes down, bringing the merchandise out to the sales floor and helping customers, that's what I did. And that really needs to be fixed, guys. So, I don't know what's going on, guys. Talk to me later on. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.